Today I'd like to review Red Bear Provisions dry salamis. I have 3 with me and I've already finished off a 4th one. The 4th one, it's got a kind of a funny name, so I hope I don't slaughter the Italian. It's Finocchiona. And I tried that one, and initially I felt like, wow, this is kind of a run-of-the-mill salami. I mean, they're dry salamis, don't get me wrong. So they're firmer than a salami you'd normally use in, say, a sandwich, because they have less liquid in them. However, it just, the Finocchiona did not strike me as being like a wow experience. But the strange thing is after having had it, I found myself craving it. So I don't know if they were putting some strange substances in there that was making me kind of crave it, or if my body was just naturally craving it. I can't tell you. But as far as flavor was concerned, just like all salamis, it upsets my stomach because I have a delicate stomach. But yeah, so anyways, I do have the other 3 that I bought at Aldi. They were on sale for $5 a pop, which I thought, well, okay, I'm not a huge fan of salami, but I wanted to give it a shot. And I have with me my my turkey mug filled with orange juice to clean my palate. And then to remove the flavor of the orange juice, I have my water. So let's get started then. I have 3 kinds. I have the Calabrese, I don't know how to say it, which is in small stick form. And I have the original recipe, which is also stick form. And then I have the cracked pepper. Sorry, the label has been slaughtered, but I have the cracked pepper. And this one is as you can see here, is a thicker stick. So, I've already, as you can see, I've already tried all of them, and so has my son. And I don't know, I was kind of disappointed. Didn't really feel like it met up to my expectations or the description, but we'll try it with the palate cleansing. So we'll go for the cracked pepper first, which I had hoped would be very flavorful in terms of the peppers that are supposed to be in here. Now, looking at it, you can see. Oh, you can see. You can see that, number 1, you don't see any cracked pepper in it. So that right there is, a concern for me. Number 2, you can see how much fat there is in it, which is normal for salamis. So I'll give it a bite. Now, unlike beef jerky or other kinds of jerky, this is not difficult to chew because it's been ground up. It does have a nice flavor. It's not a strong flavor, so if you're looking for something with a powerful flavor, this is not what you'd want. I cannot taste the pepper at all. But, it's okay. It's just, to me, it's not special. Alright. Let's clean my palate. I read a website that said you should use lemon sorbet, but I don't have any sorbet. That'll have to do. Okay, let's move on to the original recipe. Now, the cracked pepper, as you can well imagine, should have a flavor of the cracked pepper in it. But what does it say about the Calabrese on the back? What is the description? So let me just try to read this for you. And the weird thing is when I went on the Red Bear Provisions website to look at information about these sausages, none of these sausages that I'm trying now were listed there. So it appears that they're routinely changing what kind of sausages they produce. And I don't know if that's a seasonal thing or if they're trying to figure out what people like the most or what it is. But none of these were listed. So Calabrese dry salami sticks are the perfect spicy, smoky snack. Handcrafted from premium cuts of pork, the sticks are generously spiced with Calabrian red chili flakes, garlic, and red wine. They are smoked over a select mixture of hardwood chips and dried until the perfect balance of chewy bite and smoky flavor is developed. Enjoy on the go, or spice up your Sunday brunch by adding a stick or two to your Bloody Mary. Never heard of adding salami to a Bloody Mary, but okay. Yeah, so I did try. I do remember when I had this before that the first thing that struck me was the smoky flavor. It was definitely prominent, so if you're looking for a fairly strong smoky flavor, you might like this one. But where it says spicy, well, let me just taste it again. No, this one's the Finocchiona and the cracked pepper are wrapped in a wax paper that you have to remove. This is in a natural casing, so it makes it a little bit chewier. It is a bit spicy. Although, to me, the spiciness is only a mild spiciness in the back of my throat. And you can see the meat. You know, the first stick that I had of this, it seemed like it was fairly smoky. This one is not as smoky. Just one more bite. That's actually got a stronger flavor overall than the cracked pepper. And whereas the cracked pepper description I can't read anymore because the label is damaged, but it doesn't have any spiciness or piquancy. Yeah, that was much more flavorful. I guess that's the problem with meat, you know? You get stuck everywhere.
Especially when it's like jerky or salami.
Yeah. Maybe I should have told it not to be a jerk. Okay. Almost done. One more. Okay, so now we'll go for the original recipe. And the description of the original recipe is Original recipe dry salami sticks are the perfect meaty, chewy, smoky snack. Okay, so another smoky one. And it basically has the same description as the last one beyond that. Pork, cooked to perfection, smoked to perfection. The very tip of this looks very, very oily. So I'm really glad I've taken my omeprazole to keep my stomach settled, because otherwise I'd be miserable later. And last time when I had the salami, when I tried these with my son, I hadn't taken my omeprazole that day. I ended up having to take 4 antacid pills. Sorry, the first thing I noticed was that oily stuff on. I could taste it and feel it. This has a bit stronger smoky flavor. Yeah, it's definitely more obvious in the original recipe. I mean, compared to the Calabrese, it's so much stronger. So if you're looking for a really, like a campfire smoky flavor, I guess you could say, this, I don't know if you can focus on that or not without your fingers getting in the way.
Nope.
Nope. Well, there's a fair amount of fat in there, but it is the dominant flavor by far is the smoke. In fact, I would say that this is a mildly spiced salami. It's softer than the Calabrese. Maybe even softer than the cracked pepper and the Finocchiona. I would say for me personally, since I like spicy, I would probably, if I were buying this again, which I probably won't, I would go for the Calabrese. But if you like smoky, then the original recipe is good. Now, the cracked pepper, the main difference between the cracked pepper, which doesn't taste like cracked pepper, and the Finocchiona. Finocchiona is supposed to have fennel seeds in it, but I couldn't detect the flavor most of the time of the fennel seeds, so either they didn't crack them to make the flavor go into the meat more, or they didn't use enough. Maybe they used fennel. Yeah, I think they used fennel seeds instead of powder. But really, if Red Berry, if you're watching, definitely need to increase the amount of cracked pepper in the cracked pepper sausage and much more fennel in the Finocchiona, because the flavor is just not there. So that's basically it. If you're looking for a run-of-the-mill hard salami, cracked pepper and Finocchiona are almost identical with each other. If you're looking for something a little bit spicy, then the Calabrese. If you're looking for something with a strong smoky flavor, then the original recipe. And I'm looking for something that's really going to wow me. Hopefully someday I'll find it. But anyways, thank you for watching. Bye.